graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Alrighty. Alright, can you guys hear us? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Alright. We are ready to go. Alright, so this will be interesting. So Lachlan Wells is going to be taking the mound today for Team Australia. And so we got Australia taking on Korea this morning. And so, yes, we're ready to literally get underway right now as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Sorry that we're a little bit late. Wanted to be on a little bit early, but a little bit earlier, but it's all good. I had to get a couple thumbnails done. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch, it's a foul ball. Wanted to be on a little bit earlier. We'll get on into the starting lineups. We'll do that really quickly, as it's no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 popped up, out over towards the right side. Bazana is there, and he'll make the catch. And so there's 1 out already in the top of the first. There we go. So the line for Korea, it's Do-Yang Kim, who just popped out. And then Shemai Jones, playing out in left field, will be batting second. And then over at batting third is Jung-Hoo Lee, who's playing out in center. First pitch to Jones is outside for a ball. And the pitch, that is up high, taken for a ball. All right, so that's better. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike. Hyun Min An is batting fourth. Bo Young Moon hitting fifth. And then Si-Wan Ro batting sixth. As the 2-1 is inside for ball 3. Ju Won Kim is batting seventh. Dong Won Pak hitting eighth. And last but certainly not least, Min Jae Shin batting in the 9th spot. 3-1 on the way. It's popped up into foul ground. And Mead's there. And he'll make the catch. And there's out number 2. Australia's defense will look like this. They got Lachlan Wells on the mound. Robbie Perkins behind the plate. Rickson Wingrove at first. Travis Bazana at second. Jared Dale's at short. Curtis Meads is at third. And in the outfield, it's Robbie Glendening, Aaron Whitefield, and Tim Kennelly from left to right. The pitch to Lee. That's in there for a called strike. Where's everybody tuning on in from? Let us know down below. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch. Grounded over towards the right side. Bazana has it. Flips it over to first, and the inning is over. So we'll take a very quick step off. We'll be right back. 1, 2, 3 inning. Bottom of the first coming up. Alrighty. Here's Travis Bazzana up at the plate. So far, 2 for 12 in the World Baseball Classic with a solo home run that came in the very first game. He's behind in the count, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The next pitch swung on and missed. The pitch was at 92 miles per hour. This is Ju Young Son, who's pitching, who ended up pitching with the LG Twins in the KBO at 30 games and 27 starts. Here's the 0-2. It's up high for a ball. Record was 11-6. He had a 3.41 ERA and ended up going 153 innings. Struck out 132 batters. 1-2 pitch. That's low for ball 2. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Sorry we got off to a little bit of a rusty start. 2-2 pitch. That is foul, tipped out of the glove. The count is now 2-2. As far as the defense goes for Korea, they got Pak behind the plate. Over at first base, it's Rowe. They got Sheen at second. No Hyaesung Kim today. Over at third, it's Deo Young Kim. And then at shortstop, you got Kim over there. And then in left field, it's Jones. Center field is Lee. And in right field, it's On. 2-2. It's a foul ball. What's up, Benjamin? How come you always type in a period? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just out of curiosity. Next pitch to Bazzana. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Lee will get under it and make the grab for out number 1. And Bazzana is retired. So for Team Australia, the rest of their lineup looks like this. Curtis Mead is batting second. He's playing over at third. Then you got Aaron Whitefield playing out in center field. He'll be batting third. Alex Hall is in the cleanup spot. He's DHing. And the pitch to Mead is in the zone for a strike by Soon. Jared Dale is out over at shortstop. He'll be batting fifth. Robbie Glendening is the left fielder today, batting sixth. Rickson Wingrove is at first base. He'll be batting seventh. Next pitch is taken for a ball. Robbie Perkins is the catcher, and he'll be batting eighth. And last but not least, it's Tim Kennelly, who's batting in the ninth spot, playing out in right field. 1-1 pitch, ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Lee does get over to it as he puts his glove on the ground, picks it up, throws it on in over the second base, and there is a 1-out single by Curtis Mead. So let's update this. And let's update this. So 1-out single, and Whitefield is now up. And he takes a ball downstairs from Son. And the count is 1-0. So he played 30 games last year in the KBO. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Good morning. How you doing, man? What's going on? How you doing? I was just curious. I thought it was a little bit odd that you type in a period all the time. 1-1. That is taken a little bit high for ball 2. I have a gut feeling that this is going to be a close game. I do. I'm going to go 5-3 is my final score. 2-1. Outside for ball 3. These allergies suck. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the toss back on over to first. And that is not in time. Let me take this off real quick. Three balls, one strike. I know I'm off camera. I'll be back in a sec. 3-1 pitch, and that's in there for strike two. Here's the payoff pitch. That's outside and high for ball four. And there is a one-out walk. So runners are over at first and second base. And Australia has two base runners. Charge. The pitch to Hall. That's outside for a ball. All right. Where's my... There it is. One ball, no strikes. Two runners on here in the bottom of the first. Australia threatening to score. And the 1-0 is fouled for a strike. Whitefield's at first. Mead is over at second. 1-1. Here it comes. That's outside for ball two. Taking that 86 miles per hour. What's going on, chat? How you doing? What is going on, Ronald? What's going on, WYA dog? Good to see you guys on here. 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It'll stay in the ballpark. Yoshida is there. I'll make the catch. And there is out number two. JJ, what kind of charge was that? To be fair, it's like 6:22 in the morning, my friend. I can't, wake up my parents. Two runners on, two outs. Plus, as you probably could tell, I'm probably not feeling my best. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. I hear you, though. It's valid. It's valid. Jared Dale is 3 for 11 with 2 extra base hits. The pitch. That's low for a ball. Been blowing my nose in between every single pitch. Ay. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. There's 2 away. And there's 2 runners on. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. It was at 93 miles per hour. That's fair, buddy. Nah, it's good to see you too, man. 2-1 is the count. The pitch. That's outside for ball 3 at 91 miles per hour. How y'all feeling this morning, chat? Hopefully you're feeling better than me. The 3-1 offering. It's in there for strike 2. Throwing at 86 miles per hour. So Drew Young Son with 12 balls, 13 strikes, and of course a total of 25 pitches so far. Here's the payoff pitch. That's fouled. Just got a piece of it. Runners were going, and they have to go back to their previous bases. Excuse me. That was bad. So slider, slider, four-seamer, four-seamer, slider, slider has been the sequence of this at-bat so far. 3-2 is the count. And here's the payoff pitch. There's a bouncing ball hit over to third, and the throw on over to first is in time. We're going to go to the second inning. We'll be right back. So Australia not able to score, but they leave 2 men on base. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, there we go. Good. All right, so we are going to go to the second inning. No score between Australia and Korea so far. It is 6:27 a.m. Eastern Time. As far as Australia's defense goes, they got Robbie Glendening out in left field, Aaron Whitefield in center, Tim Kennelly's in right. And then in the infield, you got Wingrove at first, Bazana at second, Dale at short, and Meadover at third. Here's Hyunmin An, who so far is 2 for 9 in the World Baseball Classic, and has put up 2 runs. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that's going to bounce off the bottom of the wall, and the throw that's going to be made over to second is drawn, but that is a long single here in the top of the second. Got a good pitch to hit, too. And was left hanging right towards the bottom of the zone and got it off the end of the bat, but drilled it out to left. Tell you, the one thing that's really cool about these hitters, just watching them, is that they are able to capitalize on these mistakes. Now here is Bing Young Moon, who takes a first pitch for a strike. Bo Young Moon. He's had a very good World Baseball Classic so far. He's been able to drive in a lot of runs. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to deep right field. That ball is gone just like that. Right on cue. This guy's going to be a big leaguer. I can already tell. Nothing Korea. He has such a smooth swing. The pitch, it's up high for a ball. That was at 90 miles per hour. He has so much pop in the bat. Let's go. I got you. Yes, sir. Where was that pitch? That was a hanger right down at the knees. He just golfed that thing. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the second, and the pitch up high and away for ball 3. So 3-0 is the count. Rowe is up to bat, and he takes a pitch that hits the top of the strike zone for a called strike. C1 Rowe up to bat, playing over at first base. The 3-1 pitch that is in the strike zone, taken at the knees for strike 2. What's that, second home run of the Classic so far? It's insane. It's unbelievable, man. 3-2 is the count. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wells gets set and fires. It's inside for ball 4. And there is a leadoff walk to start off. Not to start off. To continue the top of the second inning. Listening while I'm at the gym. Let's go. Today's late day for you. Damn. Got to get that workout in. Dave Nilsson is the manager. And Drew Wan Keem is up to bat. And he looks at the called strike. This is his first career World Baseball Classic appearance. He's a right-handed hitter. So far is 3 for 10 in the tournament. 0-1 pitch. That is called a ball. Just inside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2-0 Korea, thanks to a 2-run shot by Moon. And the 1-1 pitch, it's in there for strike 2. That was at 89 miles per hour. What's up, Denbro? The 1-2. It's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 2. Man. How you doing, my friend? How'd you sleep? Here's the throwback on over to first. That is not in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second. There's a runner on over at first. And the stretch. And the pitch. That is up high and away for ball 3. The toss back over to first again. Not in time. This game got started at 6:08 a.m. Eastern Time. Runner goes in the payoff pitch. Blooped out over towards right center field, but it'll be caught for out number 1. I still think Korea can make it into the next round. I do, but this is like game 7 for them, pretty much. And Australia is just trying to keep up with Japan. They lost a pivotal game yesterday against Japan. Runner goes, and the pitch is outside. Here's the throw over the second base. He is safe. So a good jump there to maneuver on over to second base. Kevin to just refresh this, man. It was a good jump. The 1-0. That is up high and away for ball 2. Dong Won Park, who had a home run in his last game, is up at the plate. The 2-0 pitch, high for ball 3. There's Alex Wells and Cohen Wynn, who were warming up in the pen. They've got a lefty and a righty. 3-0 pitch, inside for ball 4. And that will put runners over at first and second base. So Korea already threatening. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the mound here. Damn, this is bad. So they're going to try to calm him down. We'll see how he's able to do. All right, this is interesting. Let's put this up here. There's a graphic that came up on Fox. It said, here's how the tiebreakers work with 3 or more teams. The pitch, by the way, the Sheen, Min Jae Sheen, is up high for a ball. It's ranked by lowest quotient of fewest runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. So if it is still tied, as the pitch is up high for ball 2, ranked by lowest quotient of fewest earned runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. And then the third tiebreaker is ranked by highest batting average in games. 2-0 pitch. Lined out over towards left field. It's caught, though, by the left fielder, Wingrove. And there's out number 2. So 2 away in the top of the second. And I believe that we're going to have a pitching change already, as it is 2-0 Korea. Yep, Wells is going to come on out. And with that, we'll take another quick step off just to blow this nose. All right, be right back. There we go. That's better. All right, so 2 outs in the top of the second inning and 2 runners on. It's 2-0 Korea. Then we have a new pitcher. It'll be Cohen Wynn. So far in 2 games of the WBC has gone 2 2/3 of an inning. Has only given up 1 hit. Pitch that he throws is down low. There was sort of a quarter of a swing there. Rowe leads off over at second. The pitch. Check swing, ground ball, hit over towards the first baseman. And the inning is over. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Korea. Benjamin, thanks so much for the $2 super chat, man. Oh, man. Sorry I'm not feeling well, chat. That's gotta suck to listen to. Oh, man. So there's 3 outs. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Have to constantly just keep refreshing this. I hate that about these early morning games. There we go. That's better. But Benjamin, thanks so much for the $2 super chat, man. Oh, man. The allergens are terrible, dude. They're so bad. They're so bad. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Korea does lead it 2-0. And Son is going to come on out of the game? What the heck? Son is going to come on out. Was he using something illegal or what the heck? We have a new pitcher coming on in for Korea. That's a little bit odd. Noah's going to go out there to pitch. That's really weird. Huh. That's odd. Oh, man. So Son's day is done after just 1 inning. I don't understand. That's really odd. Oh, man. I'm excited because tonight, what's going to happen is, so we're not doing the game this afternoon. No way. We're going to just get some rest. And we'll be back on tonight. The game will be at set. We're going to do a little Diamond Zone edition of the Puerto Rico game and the USA game. So that'll be kind of cool. USA plays at 8, and Puerto Rico plays Cuba at 7, which will be really cool. And I'm looking forward to that. We'll try it out, see if people like it. And if they don't, then okay. I tried it. But Ben, thanks so much for the $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. So we have a new pitcher in there for Korea. We're only in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Young Yoon No. 2 games in the WBC, 2 hits allowed, in 1 2/3 of an inning. No comes set. Kicks. Fires. And it's in the dirt. That's Sabres game. I was watching the highlights of the Buffalo Sabres Lightning game. That was insane. It's 7. 1-1 pitch. Up high and inside for ball 2. Ticking at 91 miles per hour. That Puerto Rico game is going to be good. Yeah. We'll rest up this afternoon. 2-1. Foul ball. So it's 2-2. In case you missed it, Moon did end up going yard, and he hit a 2-run home run. He's going to be a major leaguer. The pitch. Line drive, base hit out to center field, and there is a single by Glendening to start off the bottom of the second. Was able to just get it off the barrel of the bat, up the middle. It was right down the middle, too. That'll bring up Wingrove. Wingrove versus No. The pitch. Bouncing ball foul. I'd like to know why Son was taken out of the game. It's like so odd how he would only just go 1 inning and then the umpire's like, you got to take him out. At least that's what it looked like. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1, that is fouled over towards the first base side. Sabres game last night is a game of the year candidate. Dude, that game, I was watching the highlights. That was unbelievable. Really. That was insane. The ball's 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Outside for ball 1. No's throwing 89 miles per hour. Up to about 93. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the second baseman. The tag to second. There's 1. The throw over to first is in time, and that is a 4-3 double play. And there's 2 outs. Yeah, this is like my second time, like over the last couple of weeks, like where I've just been I don't really know if it's just allergies or if it's just a cold. I think it's just allergies. Pitch. That's inside for a ball. I mean, the change of weather probably doesn't help, but I don't know if it's maybe just the dust or what. 1-0. Line drive caught by the pitcher. No. And we're going to go to the third inning. 2-0 Korea. And we'll be right back. All right, we are going to the third inning. 2-0 Korea thanks to a 2-run home run by Moon. If you are just tuning on in for the first time, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Scott is here. What's up, Scott? How are you doing, my friend? I'm not feeling so well, but we're hanging in there, you know? We're battling. We're grinding. We're doing this, and that's all that matters. And no matter what, like, at the end of the day, we get to tune into baseball together, which is really nice. The pitch. There's a line drive out over to left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Center fielder gets over to it, throws it over to second, and Jahmai Jones gets on with a leadoff double. The pitch for a jammed hit. Was able to fight it off and get it out to left center field. Surprised that he had that strength to just bring the barrel in a little bit more and be able to fight that thing off. All right, here we go. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee and the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. What's up, Alan? How are you doing, man? Good to see everybody on here. 1 ball, no strikes to Lee, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. And the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. All right, I got a hot take. Ready? 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Lee, and he looks at the called strike. Jung-Hoo Lee will finish top 5 in the National League in batting average. 2-1. Line drive, base it out to center field. That's going to bring home a run. And Lee's going to go on over to second base. So Jones scores, and it's a stand-up RBI double for Jung-Hoo Lee. Just drilled that thing. Was patient with it. kept his head down, followed through on the swing, punched it out to center, and put barrel to bat on it. We have another timeout taken on the mound. And the win is done. As On is being introduced to come on up to the plate, we have another pitch and change here in the top of the third. 3-0 Korea is the score. But yeah, that is my hot take. I think Jung-Hoo Lee is going to finish top 5 in batting average in the National League. I'm doing very well. I hope you feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Usually we sound better than this, but you know. Let's refresh this. That's better. Oh, there's sunrise. The sky looks so pretty. Really. It's like orange, white, and blue, like dark blue. It's a very pretty sky outside. Three 0 Korea thanks to a 2-run home run by Moon and an RBI double by Jung-Hoo Lee. What are those lights that are flashing outside? Oh, flashers. Somebody left their flashers on. Weird. It's odd. So 3-0 Korea in the top of the third. The game itself is on FS1. Lee leads off at second. On is up to bat. The pitch. It's low for ball 1 at 90. This is Mitch Noonborn. 32 games, 15 starts. Last season in the minor leagues. The 1-0 pitch is low and away for ball 2. Hyun Min An, 3 for 10 so far in the WBC. 1 for 1 in this game with a single and a run scored. The 2-0 that's thrown to him is in there for a strike. The 2-1 pitch in there for strike 2. Australia is 2-1 in Pool C. Korea is 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leg kick and the pitch swung on and missed, and there's the first out of the third. Went fishing after that. That was in the dirt. On just swung at nothing but air. He tried to hit the bat down on it. He got fooled. Timing was way off. So Noonborn records a strikeout. There's one away. And the pitch. That is up high for a ball. Here comes Moon again to the plate. A 2-run homer his last time up. Took the first pitch for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch to Moon. Fights it off and fouls it away. the exit velo on that swing that he had was at 108, and the home run distance, it went 430 feet. The pitch. There's another fly ball hit out over towards right center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Being Young Moon now is 3 RBI today, as it's now 4-0 Korea. He gets on over to second base. This guy is on fire. Another mistake. The Phillies need to pick up this guy. I'll take him. I will take him. He's over at second. And the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Got to find a way to get this guy's bat in the lineup. I don't understand. 0-1, swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch at 84 miles per hour. I've seen enough, long ball. I've seen enough. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2, way outside for a ball. I mean, I'd like to see how he does against, 97, 98 mile per hour pitching, but he is doing so well. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and there's out number 2 here in the top of the third. The Korea team is teaching the Australian team a lesson, says Mark. I guess so. So it's a 4-0 game in the top of the third with 2 outs and a runner over at second, and we are going to have another pitching change. And we'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Go. All right, 4-0, top of the third. And another pitcher coming on in for Team Australia. I was going to say Fairchild is up. Wait, what's going on? But they're showing highlights of the Australia Taipei game. Yeah, it does. It really does. Alex Wells is pitching against 4-0 Korea in the top of the third. Yeah, Deo Young Kim is really good. Deo Park has also had a really good World Baseball Classic too. Here's Ju-Won Kim, who's 0 for 1 and he flied out. And then, of course, Moon. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to short. Picked up by the shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time. And there's out number 3. In 2 games, he's 3 for 6 with 7 RBI. Is that just coming on into today? A slugging percentage of 1.167 and a 1.792 OPS. Again, I really want to see how he does against guys that throw hard, like 97, 98. That's not even including the home run and the single today. Yeah, the double. Yeah. It's funny. Get him up here, man. We'll take him. Other games that are going on today. Colombia plays Panama at 12. The Dominican Republic plays Israel at 12. And then you got Brazil against Great Britain at 1. Great Britain and Brazil are both 0-3. And then tonight, of course, you got Puerto Rico playing against Cuba. And then you also have the USA playing against Mexico. Baumholtz says I'm sold. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Mexico plays USA at 8 o'clock. Also, Venezuela plays Nicaragua at 7 o'clock. Forgot to mention that. Nicaragua is 0-3. Venezuela is 2-0. That Cuba-Puerto Rico game is going to be fire. And Mexico and the USA should be pretty good, too. It should be. So we'll be back on tonight for that. We'll take the afternoon off. Usually I don't like to do that, but today I think we deserve it. I'm sold, says Lamba. Where'd you put him? Where would you put him on the Braves? Would you make him play DH? Because you got Olsen over at first. I mean, like, you'd find a way to get that bat in the lineup. For sure. But defensively, see, that's the problem that has I love him on the Phillies, but, like, Harper's over at first and Schwarber's DHing. Like, do I want him to play over at third? Maybe. If he's producing a lot with that bat, then maybe I would consider it. 0-2 is the count, by the way, in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kennelly is up to bat. He's hitting .250. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. No kicks. Fires. That's a foul ball. Kennelly playing in his 4th career World Baseball Classic. He's 2 for 8 with a strikeout and a walk. .02 pitch. That is down for a ball. With those numbers, he's rotating with Olsen at DH/first. Yeah. The pitch. That's a foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 3rd. Hyung Jun So is warming up in the pen. The 1-2 is a little bit high, according to the umpire. I don't really know about that. Pacer says it's early for baseball, gentlemen. We're still here, man. 2-2. That is down for ball 3. We're still here. David Rackley's the home plate umpire. Todd Tishner's over at first. Edwin Luis is at second. And Edward Pinellas is at third. 3-2 pitch. Grounded over towards the second baseman. And here's the throw over to first. That's in time for an out. Appreciate the dedication. I got you, man. I got you. We had to grind this one out. On Ball says it's never too early for baseball. Not when it comes to World Baseball Classic. The pitch. It's low for a ball. It's thrown at 73 miles per hour. This guy has a good curve. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Low for ball 2. Two-0. Up high and taken for ball 3. Tishner, yeah, he's been around since 07. 3-0. That's in the zone for a strike. According to Wikipedia, he was promoted to the full-time MLB staff in 2012. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. They also say that he wore 97 as his number until the 2014 season when he switched to number 13, which was formerly worn by, I don't know if you remember this name, Darryl Cousins. Pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. Darryl actually died in 2020. He worked in the American League from 1979 until 1999 and umped through both leagues until 2000, until his retirement, which came in 2012. Here's Curtis Mead. 2 away, bottom of the third. The pitch. That is a fastball at 92 miles per hour. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Grounded over towards the shortstop, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time. And there is out number 3. We're going to go to the 4th inning. 4-0 Korea. We'll step aside and be right back. Top of the fourth. The pitch to Park. That's in there for a strike. Dong-won Park. 1 for 8 in the series so far. The World Baseball Classic. Takes the pitch downstairs for a ball. And the count is now 1-1. The next one is in the dirt for ball 2. This is from drroto.com. As the next pitch is taken for ball 3. MLB ranking the worst umpires of all time. 3-1. There's a swing and a miss. So, no surprise. They got Angel Hernandez as number 1. Number 2, they got C.B. Buckner. 3, they got Laz Diaz. 4 is Rob Drake. Next pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And so there is out number 1. 4 is a guy named Don Denkinger. They have a picture of him in 1982. USA Milwaukee manager Harvey Ken protested the call Sunday to home plate umpire Don Denkinger during the 3rd inning. They argued over a bunt single. 1-0 pitch. Grounded over to short. Picked up. And the throw over to first is in time. Jim Joyce is another one that they have on the list. And then following him is Joe West. And then finally they got Bob Davidson. Which I don't think he umps anymore. Angel and CB would have been your first 2. Yeah. I'm surprised that Joe West is that low because I know that there are people that have complained to me that they never liked Joe West. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. And there to make the grab for out number 3 is Whitefield. And the inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Korea does lead it 4-0. We'll be right back. All right. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Again, Benjamin, thank you so much for the $2 super chat from earlier. Appreciate you very much. 4-0 is the score as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Gemini actually says that following the 2024 retirement of longtime notorious umpire Angel Hernandez, they say that CB is frequently cited as the current worst MLB umpire. He recently missed a season-high 28 calls in 2025. It's crazy. There has to be, like, I know that there's a Twitter page that actually has like umpire stats. There's like a Twitter account that does that, you know? But I forget like what it's called in chat. You can help me figure if you know. Like let me know down below. The pitch, nets down and in for a ball. But it's really interesting. You know, the other guy that's not on there is Hunter Wendell's stats, which I find also interesting as well. And his dad, I think, was also an umpire too. 1 ball, 1 strike in the bottom of the 4th. Irony of that list is many of those guys were around forever and in big games. I know. I know, it's crazy. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that'll be caught right on the track for out number 1. It was Jemai Jones who made that catch. Hunter Wendell stat. The other thing, too, about the list is that now with the AM EST system, this is going to change. You know, so we're not going to really think about that stuff as much. I mean, of course, like when you're out at challenges for balls and strikes, then it becomes a problem. But 1 ball, no strikes in the bottom of the 4th, or if you don't challenge it. The pitch. It's outside for ball 2. What's up, BW? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. 4-0 Korea, thanks to a 2-run home run by Moon, an RBI double by Moon, and an RBI double by Jung-Hoo Lee. Three balls, no strikes. Hall is up to bat. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. So the count is now 3-1. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. So comes set and deals. And throws a pitch that's in there for strike 2. It's taken at 92 miles per hour. For 4-0 Korea. It was 1-2 in the WBC so far. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. The catch is going to be made. And there is out number 2. He was able to track it down with ease. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. If Australia wins, they advance to the quarterfinals. Just wanted to throw that out there. The pitch is in there for a strike. The balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Dale. That is outside for a ball. So they would move on to the quarterfinals if they win today. They're currently down 4-0. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. The catch is made by Jones, and the inning is over. We're going to go to the 5th inning. 4-0 Korea. And speaking of Korea, so I wanted to see, there was a graphic up that said the scenario of Korea. Here it is. If Korea wins, they're still eligible to advance based on tiebreaker scenarios. So they're still in this. They're still in this. So, yeah, so we'll be back on tonight. We'll be doing the Puerto Rico game at 7 o'clock. And then finish that out with the rest of the USA game. So that'll be cool. But yeah, I appreciate you, my friend. We were going to do the Dominican Republic game today, but these allergies have been really killing us. So I think that they're saying, you know what, give it a rest this afternoon. Come back fully healthy tonight. And just do the game tonight. What's up, Steven? How you doing, my friend? How many innings? Okay, so they usually play 9 innings. I'm actually happy that you asked this, though. It's not a stupid question because there is a mercy rule. If you're up by 15 runs or more after the 5th inning, the game is over. And if you're up by 10 runs after the 7th inning, it's over. There's no automated ball strike system. If the game goes into extra innings, there are ghost runners. And both teams get 2 challenges. I'm a little bit under the weather, my friend, but we're still doing this. We said that we would be here, and we're doing it. I'm just happy to be here. I think Korea has this. I do. I think Korea and Japan have this pool. I just do. Pitch. It's taken for a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Jones in the box. The 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Jemai doubled and also scored a run as well. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. So the count is now 1-2. Wells is still pitching. One ball, 2 strikes. Korea up 4-0 in the top of the 5th. And the pitch to Jones. That's a foul ball that goes out of play. Is that correct? There's no way that that's correct. That's crazy. 1-2. It's popped up out over towards center field. That's caught for out number 1. There was a stat that said that Victor Wembanyama has 45 blocks over his last 10 games. That's unbelievable. I can't even process that. That's insane. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. Holy smokes. I mean, I knew he had a lot of blocks, but 45 over the last 10 means that you're averaging like 4.5 blocks per game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's in the zone for strike 2. Japan advanced to the quarterfinals. They're 3-0. And here's the pitch, and that's up high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. He flies this one out over towards the left field corner. It slices foul, and it will go on out of play. Like, looking down below, I'm like, wow. My guy Steven with the sub. Thank you so much. Next pitch popped up over towards shallow right field. The catch is made by Bazana. And there's out number 2. He has 90 blocks since January 1st. What the heck? That's what Gemini said. That's crazy. Yeah, over his last 5 games, the man has 23 blocks. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is down for a ball. I mean, he's super tall, but like, even just to be that tall, and just to average 3 blocks per game at the highest level, that's insane. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. Like, that has to be a record. Like, how many total blocks in the year does he have? Hyunmin An is up to bat, by the way. 4-0 Korea. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. He turned on that thing, but it was just a bit out in front of it. Gosh. Payoff pitch inside for ball 4, and Wells ends up walking on. So that puts a man over at first base. Steven, again, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you, man. And here comes Bo Young Moon again. He's 2 for 2 today with a homer, a double, and 3 RBI. 6 for 10 in the World Baseball Classic. And the pitch is in the zone for a called strike. You think Aussie turns it up in the second half? They might. They might. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The lefty holds his bat up. There's the throw on over to first, and that is not in time. Where's everybody tapping on in from? The 1-1 pitch to Moon. That's in there for a strike. Here's the throw to second base, and it is not in time. The throw was a little bit high, and that will put the runner in scoring position, just like that. Let's go. It's not just the height, though. It's knowing where to be on the floor and not fouling the shooter. That stat is insane to me. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, holy smokes. The 1-2 to Moon. That's a foul ball. And it will go on out of play. 35 pitches for Wells. The pitch. Outside. Good eye. Taking the 89 miles per hour. And the count is now 2-2. It was off the plate. Yep. Wells wanted that call. 2-2 pitch. Another line drive hit out over towards left field, and that is going to hit off the top of the wall. Bo Young Moon has been a hitting machine and makes it 5-0 Korea. It's an RBI single. He's the hottest hitter in the World Baseball Classic. That was more towards the outside corner, and the way that he extended his arms, and just sort of just swung through that. It's unreal. Here is Rowe at the plate. 0-1 pitch. That's grounded foul towards the third base side. So he has driven in 4 of the 5 runs for Korea. And honestly, he needs a triple for the cycle. 0-2 pitch. And that's a called strike 3 at the knees. And that is going to end the inning. But Bo Young-moon does it again. Gets on with an opposite field RBI single. And it's now 5-0. I just found Olsen's replacement. Hands off, JJ. I'm taking him, man. I'd give him the moon. But no, seriously. I'm trying to think of, like, what other teams. That's now 11 RBI in his last 3 games. Are you freaking kidding me? Gosh. I don't care if that's 90, 91, 92. You're finding a way in my lineup. They say that the highest batting average in the in a single World Baseball Classic tournament among qualified hitters is 16 for 26 by a guy named, I guess you say it's Vladimir Ballantyne, but he has a W instead of a V. Played for the Netherlands. He was 16 for 26. That was back in 2017. Robinson Cano actually had a 469 average for the Dominican Republic back in 2013. And Ivan Rodriguez for Puerto Rico in 2009 hit 500. I didn't realize it was Puerto Rican. I always thought that he was Republican too. Dominican as well. Damn. As far as the World Series goes, I actually didn't know this. Gehrig in 34 career World Series games had a 361, 477, 731 slash line. He had 10 homers and 35 RBI with 11 multi-RBI games. His 6 rings aren't too shabby either, says CBS Sports. That is unbelievable. 0-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Ballantyne had playing time in the MLB. I have some of his cards. Really? Wow. Robbie Glendening is up to bat. 5-0 Korea. The ball is 2 strikes. So, kicks, fires. That's outside for a ball. What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for reminding me how I get to watch the World Baseball Classic on my YouTube TV. I had you to reset my cable box last night. Now you get to watch a TV on my own channel. That's good. That's good. Let's go. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, 16 for 26. That's not too shabby in the World Baseball Classic. 2-2 on the way. There's a towering fly ball drilled out to left center field. No doubt about it. Home run. And Australia's on the board. A solo shot by Robbie Glendening. They needed that. Pitch. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wingrove is now in the box. The 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Nice little bat flip, too. I love the bat flips. 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. I love it when a hockey player gets a hat trick. And, of course, they throw the hats onto the ice. That's really cool. The 1-2, there's a swing and a miss. And it's nice to see, like, in the NBA, like, some of the celebrations after some big-time shots. And the touchdown celebrations are cool. But I'm sorry, I have to be biased. The baseball bat flip is just... There's nothing that compares to that. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. So again, if Australia does win, they advance to the quarterfinals. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Wonder if USA can win tonight against Mexico. It is a rematch from 2023 when Mexico won against Team USA. Yeah, I'm excited to do that game. That's going to be fun. Robbie Perkins is in the box. The 0-2, here it comes. Off the plate for a ball. Jeter's World Series slash line was 321, 384, 449. He had 3 homers, 32 runs in 38 games. Dude, that guy was just clutch. And Paul Molitor had the 5th highest average. Molitor batted .418 in 13 World Series games. How come no one talks about him? In the 93 World Series, he actually hit .500. He was 12 for 24 with 2 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 8 RBI. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So there is out number 2. Like, he doesn't get enough love for all of his playoff moments. I mean, by Philly fans, of course, why would he get any love? I mean, gosh. The pitch, that's outside for a ball. But still. 1-0 pitch to Kennelly. That's in the zone for a strike. Taking on the upper tier of the zone. So 1-1 is the count. So on the mound, gets set, kicks, deals, and that's ripped foul and out of play. Vladimir Valentine signed. A draft pick card. Wow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What's up, Seth? Happy early birthday to you, my friend. Dude, that is so cool. 2005 rookie card. Got 3. You got the draft pick card. And then you got the, what's that, the Vast Edition? Is that what it says? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Then there's a Topps one with the Mariners, and that one is signed. It's a cool card. That's so sick, man. So Kenley, a 2-time Helms Award winner, which is the ABL MVP. Modern ABL leader in hits, homers, and RBI. As he's in the box. The 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. First edition. That's cool. Who was he drafted by again? The Mariners. So he played with... Did he play with Ichiro? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cutter, sinker, sinker, changeup, cutter, sinker, sinker, sinker has been the sequence. So gets set at the belt, kicks, fires. There's a grounder hit over to the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time. With that, we're going to take another quick step off. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning, 5-1, Korea. Be right back. Just realized we were a little bit behind. Wells is pitching. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. This is Kim who's up to bat. And Hyesung Kim is not playing. This is Ju-Won Kim. 2-1 pitch. It's a foul ball. So the count is now 2-2. Wells is 50 or 44 pitches, that is. And the next one is a breaking ball that swung on and missed. Keem is down on strikes, and there's one away. So one out in the top of the sixth. That's cool. Here is Dongwon Park. I also realized that Deo's not playing today. 0-1. Did he go? No. The pitch was high. He played with Ichiro. I was reading he was responsible for ending one of Ichiro's hitting streaks. Really? That's crazy. So again, the tiebreakers, it's ranked by the lowest quotient of fewest runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. The pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. That'll bounce off the very top of the wall. And Deo is able to get on, or Dong that is, gets on with a one-out double. And is over at second base and is now in scoring position. Dongwon Park got a pitch down the middle. He thought he had enough on it. Just did not get the height there. That hit just off the top of the wall, right below the fence. Now it's Sheen who comes up. He stares at ball one. Just a bit outside. Min Jae Sheen, 0 for 2. Scored 87 runs in the KBO and batted .313. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's popped up into foul territory, and it will be a souvenir. So tiebreakers for 3 or more teams, ranked by lowest quotient of fewest runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. If it is still tied, then they rank it by lowest quotient of fewest earned runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. And if it's still tied, they go to highest batting average. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. There's a line drive leaping catch over at third. Excellent play by Curtis Mead. There's out number 2. That was a bullet hit right to him. That was a nice catch. Don't know what the exit velo there was, but if that's it anywhere else, that's a hit. That is such hard contact, and Sheen is like, God dang it. I hit it really hard. That was an excellent play. Pitch. That's going to bounce away from the catcher, and the runner is going to head on over to third base. Let's make sure that we do this. So a wild pitch. After Sheen lines out over to third base. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 delivery. There's a swing and a miss. Do Young Kim, 0 for 3 with a pop out, a ground out, and a fly out. 2-1 offering. There's a ground ball through the hole for a base hit. This will get another run home. 6-1 Korea. Wells with 57 pitches. This will probably be his final batter. guys are just so good at just hitting for contact. You can see like that they have shorter swings, they follow through, and it's just a beauty to watch. It really is. It's just so fascinating to me how, just from watching the way that a lot of these guys hit, like their swings really aren't long, you know? Like they have nice straight swings and they just follow through and they hit for contact. And then, you know, some of them have power, of course, and just have a lot of strength with their wrists. But it's just really fascinating to me. Aaron Judge is on the cover of MLB The Show this year. Dude, good for him. Is that the first time that Judge is on the cover? I want Cal Raleigh to be on the cover one day. That'd be really cool. Excuse. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons too. That way you will know when we do go live. So yeah, I said a hot take of mine earlier is that Jung-Hoo Lee is going to finish in the top 5 in batting average in the National League. But what I also didn't say, actually I did say it yesterday. I said that Junior Caminero is going to have 35 home runs. I believe he was on the cover of 2018. Got you. Here's Jahmai Jones in the box. Throw it back on over to first, and that is not in time. O'Loughlin's pitching. It's a 5-run lead. Jones 1 for 3 with 2 outs. He's up to bat and a runner over at first. The pitch. It's a foul ball. I thought maybe, just maybe, they would leave whatchamacallit out there for one more batter. Jack O'Loughlin, 1 game, 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and 2 strikeouts so far in the tournament. 0-1. That's up high. Damn. Bucks lost yesterday 130-91. They were outscored 63-36 in the second half. Bancaro had 26 of his 33 points in the first half. Oh, but Giannis didn't play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Scoot Henderson, 28 points off the bench. It's cool. 1-2. Ground ball hit sharply over towards the shortstop. The throw over the second is in time. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to do the Puerto Rico game tonight. And then we got U.S., of course. We'll do a little DZ edition of that. So, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. right, so we are heading to the bottom of the 6th. And Bazana is going to lead it off for Australia. 5-run lead for Korea. The pitch outside for ball 1. Young Hyun Park, 2 games so far in the WBC, 2 earned runs, and 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. That one reached at 92. The pitch. That's a 1-1 pitch that is on the outside edge for strike 2. Travis, ever since the first game, he's been struggling. Hasn't gotten a hit since. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the slump continues. He's now 2 for 13 in the World Baseball Classic and goes down on strikes. Thing just sailed on out of the zone. Timing looks a little bit off. So 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. And Curtis Mead is up to bat. And Mead is going to take one right over towards the left arm. And he'll be rewarded first base. Hoffer had a shutout. Wow. Yeah, so we'll be doing a Diamond Zone edition of tonight's Puerto Rico-Cuba game. And then USA against Mexico. That game starts at 8, USA versus Mexico, and Puerto Rico plays Cuba at 7. Those are 2 big games. All 4 of those teams are 2-0. The pitch is outside for a ball, so that means that, for those of you that don't know, during the Major League Baseball regular season, I do a thing called MLB Diamond Zone, which is like Red Zone for NFL, but it's for baseball. And we do like these seamless play-by-play calls where we can sort of just call 2 games at once. And it's pretty cool. I know it sounds a little bit lame because my voice is not feeling the best. The 1-1, that's in the zone for strike 2. But it is really cool. It's a little bit different. So you'll see how it works. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But for Diamond Zone, we'll do it for like 9 to 10 games. And if you're into like fantasy baseball, or if you're just like a baseball fan, it's cool, you know? There's people that obviously do bet on the games as well, which, by the way, like I'm not trying to encourage that, but they'll come on too. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a runner over at first. Here in the bottom of the 6th, with 1 away. 2-2 pitch, grounded over to shortstop, the flip over the second, there's 1, the throw over to first, there's 2. And we're going to go to the 7th. We played 6 frames so far. 6-1 Korea is the score. So that'll be awesome. You guys know who has the most homers in the World Baseball Classic? It's Alfredo Despain. It's 7 for Cuba. Now, Trey Turner actually has the record for a single tournament, and he had 5 in 2023. That's when we were all super excited about Trey. We got some sleep. We did. Still not feeling 100%, but we're taking the afternoon off, and then we'll be back tonight. I said to myself, you know what, like, rest up this afternoon as much as I don't want to. I need it. So, but thanks for checking on in. How are you doing? How was dinner last night and desserts? We're going to the 7th inning. Alfredo Despain. Did he play in the majors, Alfredo? Alfredo Despain. He's 39 years old now. He's still playing. He's a Cuban outfielder for the Alizanes de Gama of the Cuban National Series. 4-time Japan Series champion from 2017 to 2020. 3-time NPB All-Star. Never played in the majors. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, ball, no strikes. Oh, you did? You completed it? Let's go. Good for you. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. I know that I've heard it's like such a grind. Jung-Hoo Lee is up to bat. And the pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over towards medium depth left field. The catch is made. There's the first out. All's well, have to go to my specialist appointment. It's 3 hours away. What? 3 hours away? Oh my gosh. Damn, be careful. Drive safe. Hyunmin An is up to bat. He's 1 for 2. Damn. Hopefully the appointment goes well. The first pitch is in there for a strike to An. O'Loughlin is pitching. He has 8 pitches so far. Hopefully it goes well. If you come back on tonight, of course, I'll ask how it went. Limited resources in my area. Well, I figured. The 1-1, that is low and away for ball 2. But damn, be careful. Two and 1 is the count. The pitch. It's low and taken for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Heading to the hotel tonight. Appointments are tomorrow. Got you. 3-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. I got you. Well, I really hope it goes well. I'll be thinking about you. An is in the box. 3-2 pitch. Fouled again. Oh, man. So if Australia wins, they're qualified to move on. If Korea wins, though, then it becomes interesting. Because then both teams are 2-2. Korea still has a chance. It's all good. It's my normal once-a-year follow-ups. I got you. 3-2 pitch. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards the third base side, and that is going to be a base hit. It actually started to roll towards the end, and it was sort of a soft roller, and he was able to get on base with an infield single. Here comes the man of the hour. Go Young Moon. An RBI single, an RBI double, and a home run. He has the chance to do something crazy. He could get an RBI single, an RBI double, and an RBI triple. Not right there, though, as the pitch is grounded over to the second baseman. And the throw to shortstop, there's one, and the throw to first, there's two. Okay, I think I jinxed him. All right, we're going to the bottom of the seventh. To be fair, that actually happened. That happened right. That happened before. I was. That's not real time. I'm not calling it in real time, so I can't say that I jinxed him. But that timing is funny. That is funny. That is hilarious. So an inning-ending double play. We're going to the bottom of the seventh. He has the chance to do something crazy. Well, right on cue. I can't. I gotta cut that. That's funny. Oh, man. What a game. Hall, Dale, and Glendening are all due up. You still could get one more at bat. Possibly. Ugh. Excuse. That was cold. I can't. I really can't. 3 innings for Wells, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 3 strikeouts. All right, be right back very, very quickly. One and those the count. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I thought I just timed it well where I could just go to the break and then sneeze, but it's fine. 2 balls, no strikes. Dunning in the World Baseball Classic. 1 game, 1 2/3 of an inning. 2 hits allowed and 2 runs. 2-1 pitch, that's a foul ball. When's Taipei's next game? Or are they technically out of it? Let me change this real quick. Three balls, 2 strikes. Taipei's done. Yeah, Taipei's done. That's crazy. 3-2 pitch. It's up high for ball 4. That is taken for a walk. But Czechia plays Tuesday, so that doesn't make sense to me. How is Taipei out of it before Czechia? What the heck? That can't be right. Oh, because they're 2-2. I see. I see. Okay. So they've played their 4 games. I see. They just announced that Tua was released? What? The ball is 1 strike. I forgot it's just 4 games that they play. So, yeah, they're done. Czechia is technically done too, but they just have 1 more game to play. The pitch, grounded over towards the left side. Pitcher has it, throws it over to first. Safe is the call. Okay, that's too bad. So they let go of Tua. Who's going to pick him up? And how much is he owed? So 2 runners on in the bottom of the 7th in Australia. Well, they're not done yet either. Nobody out. This is interesting. And Glendening, who's 2 for 2, who had a homer, is up to bat. All right, here's Robbie Glendening. Dunning on the mound. The pitch to Robbie. That's a foul ball. And then we'll go on out of play. So Australia still has a chance here. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. That is outside. And taken for ball 1. Taiwan's technically not out of it, yes, but it is looking less likely unless Korea can score 2 more runs, I think. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And that is a double play. Well, they challenge this to see if he's out at first. They say, hold up a sec. And they will not challenge. Irrelevant fan, what's going on, dude? What's that ticket for Friday? If USA gets to quarterfinals in Houston, it's $225 for behind the opposition dugout. Really? Dude, that is such a steal. Are you kidding me? $225 for behind the opposition dugout? Dude, that's insane. Let's see again. Yeah, he's out by a quarter of a step. So 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, Taipei is technically not done, but they don't play any more games until the quarterfinals start. 0-2 to Rickson Wingrove. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And so, the 8th inning is going to come on up. All right. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. the top of the 8th inning. Chris Burke is going to take on over out in left field. I forgot that Shea Whitcomb didn't play today, and he's up to bat. The pitch, line drive down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Got past the dive of the third baseman, and Whitcomb comes through with a pinch hit double, and he's over at second base standing up. There you go. Fastball down the middle. Follow through. Punched it out to the left side, and it's on with a double there. Five-run lead for Korea. And Ju-Won Kim is up. The show bunt, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Kim is 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. I was like, I knew somebody didn't start today, and it was Shea. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And O'Loughlin takes a step off the mound real quick. The ball is 1 strike. Runner on over at second. They'll show bunt again. This time it's fouled right behind home plate. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 0-2 on the way. Bouncing ball, foul towards the right side. You could tell Keem was a little bit annoyed about that. Sort of had his fist, sliced it towards his near side, and was like, darn it. Big game for Korea. They're trying to get some more runs here. 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. They could certainly use these runs. One ball, 2 strikes. Whitcomb is at second. The 1-2 pitch. Foul ball again. Came barely, and I mean barely, got a piece of that. That was ready to go into the dirt. He's lucky that he was able to get a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. He wouldn't have been able to get a piece of that. Another sold-out crowd here at Tokyo Dome. Time is called by Keem. Curious to see when they're going to pinch hit and put in Hyasong Keem. Because he has not played today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And he holds up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. They appeal, no swing. Staying disciplined here. This is a good at-bat. Boy, they need these runs. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was quite a battle. Ended up going to an off-speed pitch, and Keem could not catch up to it. I think he swung over top of it. There's out number 1. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. Here's Dongwon Park, who's 1 for 2 with a walk, a double, and a run scored. 0-1. He rips it foul and out of play. We're probably playing Mexico on Friday. Yeah, I would assume. I would assume so. It all depends on, I think, what happens tonight. Speaking of Mexico, that's who we play. 0-2 pitch. Popped up again right behind the plate. That'll be a souvenir. No balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 8th inning. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt for a ball. Taking at 78 miles per hour. The count is 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a pitch that ended up going into the dirt. That was nasty. The way that thing took a dive. Pac was not expecting that. There's 2 gone in the 8th inning. Now it's Sheen who comes on up to the plate. Whitcomb is over at second. The pitch is in the dirt and outside for ball 1. There we go. 1 ball, no strikes. O'Loughlin kicks, deals. It's outside. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Dude, this all-speed stuff is so deceptive in this game. In this inning in particular, really. It's working. O'Loughlin gets set the letters, looks back at second. Now back to first. Now back to the plate. And the 2-1 pitch and another off-speed pitch that swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. The count is 2-2. Just keep throwing them. If they're chasing, just keep riding it. The 2-2 on the way. This is a bouncer hit right in front of the plate. And the throw over to first, barehanded, is in time. We played 7.5 innings and go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Australia down by 5. We'll be right back. right, so we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. How about Buffalo winning 7 in a row? The pitch, swing and a miss. Perkins is up to bat. Here's Take Yon Keem. 64 games, a 3.53 ERA, 66 innings, 79 strikeouts in the 64 games he played in the KBO. 0-1 pitch. High for a ball. Whitcomb is playing on over at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Way outside for ball 2. So 2-1 is the count. The windup and the pitch. Up high for ball 3. This is Robbie Perkins, by the way. 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 offering. And that's high for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk. Baiyang Hyun-jo is warming up in the pen for Team Korea. Here comes Kennelly to the plate. He's hitless in 2 at-bats. But we have a timeout taken on the mound first. 1 swing could cut the deficit in half. Max Durrington is the pinch runner. Australia at least wants to keep it close. Runner over at first. Kennelly in the box. The toss back to first. And it's not in time. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. Keem kicks, fires. The ball is bunted right in front of the plate, but it actually got a piece of Kennelly first. So therefore, it's a foul ball. The ball is 1 strike. Keem gets set and delivers. There's a bunt over towards the right side, and the throw over the second is in time. The base runner who was over at first sort of slipped, and then he ended up making it over to second base. Never seen anything like that. Just lost his footing, and no throw was made over the second. He just fell. It looks funny looking back on it. They're like, go, go, go. Pitch on the way, and there's a line drive foul ball by Bazana. Drilled over towards the right side. So I was looking at Moon's numbers on Baseball Reference. Holy cow, I can't believe he's not in the bigs. Yeah. I hear you. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's a foul ball. P.S. is that's like me running. Just falling and slipping. The ball's 2 strikes. Bro, my man just like... If there was ever a Shacked and a Fool for baseball, that's easily on there. That easily goes on the reels. The ball's 2 strikes. Bazana in the box. 0-2 pitch. It'll bounce in the dirt. That was a great block by the catcher. Really, for him to just keep his chest pad on top of that ball. It took a very weird bounce. What's up, PAS? Good morning to you, my friend. 1-2. Line drive, base it out to left field. This will bring a run home as the throw to the plate is off the line. 6-2 is the score. And Bazana finally is able to break out of his slump. So it's a 4-run game. Good swing. What's up, Bam? How you doing, my friend? P.S. By the way, don't forget, drop your link down below, my guy. And again, guys, I apologize. I'm sick. But we showed up. We're doing this game. We are not doing the Dominican Republic game this afternoon. We'll be back on tonight. We will. Any Taiwan fans in the chat? Says Peter. What's going on, Pete? How you doing, man? It's good to see you on here. What's up, LP? This WBC experience is making me want morning baseball. I gotta tell you, I agree. It's fun. It's great. I could live with having morning baseball. I could. Not every day. Not every day. But, you know, to have it like on in the background, like as you're working, is actually pretty cool. It does, I'm sure it would make the day go by faster. So maybe if they had like one morning game, I know that it would be terrible for seats. Like they wouldn't do it. I know, because the revenue would suck, you know, for people that actually go to the game. But just from a listening perspective, it's good. Good, bro. Hoping for an 8-3 game or more. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, not every day, but I don't know how they would do sales. Bro, do they have to keep showing, and Lomball's going to disagree with me on this, do they have to keep showing the commercial where they have the replay of Michael Harris robbing a Phillies player on a catch out in center field on a home run? I mean, like, man, way to just rub it into a Phillies fan. I appreciate it. Like, they keep showing it during every single commercial. Like, stop already. Like, we know it was a ridiculous catch. And if you're going to show that, then show Edmundo Sosa robbing Marcell Ozuna on a home run, just to make it fair both ways. Like, I have to see that during every single break. Bro, I'm crashing out over this. Gosh. Curtis Mead is up to bat. Hitting on the right side. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's one away. The pitch. It's up high for a ball. They're making sure that I don't forget. I definitely don't forget that. That was an incredible catch. That was one of the best catches out in center field at that ballpark. That and the Aaron Rowan catch. Gosh. Toss back on over to first. It's not in time. Michael Harris does that every time the Braves come to CBP. It's not special, says man. I mean, like, way to just, like, I don't know. What a pitch. That's up high for ball 2. Gosh. That's like me having to see Reggie hit that 3 against us all the time, says Lomball. That's got to get so frustrating. 2 balls, no strikes. Curtis Mead is up to bat. The 2-0 pitch. It's low for ball 3. Joe is pitching. Or Yo, that is. That's how you say it. Mead 1 for 2 with a single and a hit by pitch. It's been a long game. It really hasn't been too long. 3-0 on the way, and that's up high for ball 4, and runners are now at first and second base. Oh, boy. This is crazy. Australia, not done. They're not done yet. And we have another timeout taken on the mound here. His team is going to go out to talk to Yo and his catcher as well. Try to get them on the same page. Has both hands around their shoulders. Two more subs so we get to the 84-10 marker, chat. Canada bringing home the win with the World Baseball Classic, by the way. Let's go. Shout out to Canada, man. Is that where you're from? That's cool. Oh, Bazana's over at second. And then you got Mead over at first. And Whitefield is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. He's been struggling in this one. Had a good day yesterday. The pitch. There's a strike called on the outside edge. And the count is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 delivery is fouled. So no balls and 2 strikes. Yo gets set again at the belt. Kicks, deals, and it's high for a ball. All right. Charge! There we go. Everybody's awake, so I could project a little bit more. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a huge second out of the 8th inning. Yes, sir, living in Hong Kong, though, right now, so I'm cheering for Taiwan. I got you, man. Got you. You are the man. Thanks so much for being on here. We'll be back on tonight for the Puerto Rico-Cuban game and also the U.S.-Mexico game as well. Alex Hall is up to bat, and he takes the first pitch up high and away for a ball. Yo trying to get out of the jam. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0 pitch. A strike at the knees on the inside corner at 82 miles per hour. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And it's popped up. Hit out over towards the second base area. Shortstop has it, makes the catch, and we're going to go to the 9th inning. Australia does get 1 run back, but they leave 2 runners on base. It's 6-2, and we're going to the 9th out in Tokyo. Let's go. Ooh. 6-2 Korea. Keem, Jones, and Lee are all due up. And if it gets any further, An and Moon will be up too. By the way, the first 5 hitters for Korea today each have at least 1 hit. Combined in this game, they are 8 for 19. 8 for 19 with 5 runs scored and 6 RBI. 4 of the 6 runs have been driven in by Bo Young Moon, who has an RBI single, an RBI double, a 2-run homer, and he also grounded into a double play. So Keem will lead it off, and then it'll be Jahmai Jones and Jung-Hoo Lee. We want Moon, says a long ball. I'd like to see what he does. It would be really sick to see him get the cycle. I know that obviously the triple's the toughest one, but Kirk is going to make the USA look silly. Yeah, An is really good too. He's been playing pretty well in the play in this WBC. He's had a good day. Let's go. So Son only lasted 1 inning, and we still haven't figured out why he was taken out after just 1 inning. Pitch. That's outside for a ball. And the reason why I say that is because when they were going into the second, they came out of the break, and the umpire was looking at him, and it looked like that he said that you're done. I don't know if there was like an illegal substance or what it was. I have no clue. Maybe I'm just speculating here, but he had to be taken down, and then they went back to another commercial break. If you guys know what happened, let me know. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's down and in for ball 2. Two and 1 is the count. The pitch. It's low for ball 3. Keem trying to get on for the second time today. Japan's in the quarterfinals. The 3-1 pitch. It's up high for ball 4, and he gets on with a leadoff walk. Had 13 triples in 5 years. Yeah, he's not really a triples guy. So the leadoff man is on, and Jahmai Jones is up next. Min Pak is going to be the pinch runner. And so here is Jahmai Jones with a run scored, and he's 1 for 4. O'Loughlin with 41 pitches, by the way, gets set at the letters, kicks, deals, and Jones takes it way outside for ball 1. Korea leads it by 4 in the top of the 9th inning. The 1-0 pitch, down for ball 2. Laughlin is sort of losing his command, it seems. There's a righty and a lefty warming up in the Australia bullpen, and we are going to have a timeout in the middle of the at-bat. I was going to say sticky stuff earlier because I know they've been checking them, but don't want to accuse because I'm not watching. Yeah, I don't. Again, I'm just speculating because, again, like I'm just watching, but I don't know. I find that odd, you know. I don't want to assume anything. Two balls, no strikes. O'Loughlin gets set at the letters. Delivers from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Went to slider. That was at the knees. Jones 4 for 17 in the World Baseball Classic. He's 1 for 4 today with a double and a run scored. 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards medium depth right field. The catch will be made by the right fielder Kennelly, and there's out number 1. The way you described it, I would guess it's not good if they pulled him. Yeah, I find it odd. Eligible to advance based on tiebreaker scenarios, Korea, if they win. All right, here is Jung-Hoo Lee. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the toss back on over to first, and that is not in time. Lee is 1 for 4 with an RBI double and a run scored. Denver, that's like what we've been talking about. He definitely should. Like, I'll take him. Like, I said, sign me up. Like, as soon as he hit the home run, I said, I've seen enough. Literally. 1 ball, no strikes. Him and Wang for Chinese Taipei. The pitch, it's grounded off the pitcher's glove. The throw from the shortstop out to second is going to go all the way to right field. And so that is going to put runners at the corners. Oh my gosh, it bounced off the pitcher's glove and went into the shortstop's glove. And all he had to do was make a easy throw over the second, and it got by the second baseman, and the inning still has 1 out. Wow. And runners are at the corners. That is insane. That's an error. I think actually the runner at second would have been safe anyways because he dove in there head first, but the fact that it got out to right field, now there's runners at first and third. Oh boy. And up to bat is now on. So if On gets on here, that would make things certainly interesting. The pitch. And On flies this one out over towards right center field. This will get a run home. The catch is made, and the sacrifice fly is complete. And Bo Young Moon is coming back on up. So On with 2 hits and 3 at-bats and a sac fly. Here is Moon. He's up to bat. White batting gloves. First pitch, swing and a miss. He was late on the 93-mile-per-hour heater. Dude, look at him. He was, as soon as he hit it to the outfield, he was like, yes, yes. 0-1 pitch, and that's a called strike. Right at the knees on the outside corner. Took the fastball there. No balls, 2 strikes. O'Loughlin kicks and deals, and he looks at that pitch, 2 down the middle for a called strike 3. All 3 fastballs, and Bo Young Moon didn't even move once. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 7-2 is the score. We will be right back. All right, it's time to go to the bottom of the ninth. So Taipei is out. By the way, forgot to mention that. Here we go, bottom of the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch is taken just a bit outside for ball 2. So they are done. Taiwei is done. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Dale. That's in the zone for a strike. I'll tell you though, I'm definitely intrigued by Wang. He is good. Wang and Fairchild played really well for Taipei. 2-1. That's a foul ball. And the count is now 2-2. Jared Dale, 1 for 3 with a single. Yo, comes set and fires. That's a foul ball towards the right side. Five-run lead for Korea as we're in the bottom of the ninth. Two balls, 2 strikes. Yo, kick, steals. And Dale stays disciplined and does not offer at the breaking pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Foul ball. Stewart had a great show, and he did. Him and Wang really were going off. But Stewart played well. Really, really well. 3-2 pitch and a cold strike 3 on the outside corner. Inside corner. There's out number 1. Looked at a fastball right on by him. So there's 1 away. And Australia is down to its final 2 outs. Catcher actually dropped the strike 3. The pitch. Outside to Burke for ball 1. "20 pitches for Yo. The 1-0 pitch. High for ball 2. Burke in the box. The 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Showing all the fans' reactions. Australia fans, Korea fans. Got their hands up. The 2-1 offering. Another foul ball. And that will go on out of play. What's going on, Nick? How you doing, man? 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the ninth. And there's 1 out. 7-2 Korea. The 2-2 on the way. Up high for ball 3. We'll be back on tonight for Puerto Rico versus Cuba and USA versus Mexico. We'll do a little back-to-back. 3-2 pitch inside for ball 4, and Burke is aboard with 1 out. Good to see you, my friend. It's funny, actually, as the game has gone on, I'm starting to feel better. That's the funny part. If Australia wins, they advance to the quarterfinals. If Korea wins, they're still eligible to advance based on the tiebreaker scenarios. Japan did win Pool C. The pitch to Wingrove. And that is outside for a ball. And the tiebreakers themselves ranked by lowest quotient of fewest runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. Next pitch is outside for a ball. If it's still tied, it's ranked by lowest quotient of fewest earned runs allowed divided by number of defensive outs. 1-0 pitch. Foul ball. And that will make it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Rickson Wingrove 0 for 3 with a double play and 2 strikeouts. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was at 90, and he was late. He wanted to whack that thing out of here. It hit the inside corner. Wingrove just could not catch up to it. It's a 5-run lead for Korea. The 1-2 pitch. Just barely inside. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Yo, kicks, deals. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field, and a sliding catch made by the right fielder. Here's the throw to first. That's not in time. Excellent play out in right field by Jung-Hoo Lee. And that's exactly why they put him out in right field. That pitch that was hit was also above the zone. The fact that he was just able to hit it that hard and send it out to right field was impressive. But Jung-Hoo Lee's sliding catch was also very impressive too. And Australia is down to its final outs. What a catch. Two outs in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Outside and high for ball 1 to Logan Wade. Wade is pinch hitting now. Batting just 175 last year in the ABL with 2 homers and 3 RBI. The pitch. It's a little bit low. That's taken for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. 2 away in the bottom of the 9th. Next pitch. It's popped up and skied over towards the right side of the field. Moon gets under it, makes the catch. The ball game is over, and Korea wins. Everybody's celebrating on the field, jumping up and down. The W. Wow. So that makes things very, very interesting, and all eyes are going to be on that Japan game. Japan against Czechia, just for that reason. Even though Czechia is out of it, it all comes down to that game. That is unbelievable. And when do they play? Let's look. They play on Tuesday. They play tomorrow at 6. And we'll be on. We'll be on for that. So Japan is already in. Czechia is out, but they play each other tomorrow. And tomorrow will determine who makes it between Australia and Korea. All right. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. Okay? I got to get some sleep. I got to rest. Try to feel a little bit better. We'll be back on tonight, though, for both the Puerto Rico-Cuba game and the USA versus Mexico game. And we'll do a little bit of some back and forth action once the USA game starts. But 7 o'clock is when the Puerto Rico game begins, and I will see you all then and there. All right? Good night, everybody. Lila Tove. Have yourselves a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all on the next one.